Instead of focusing on winning arguments, we're teaching the basic fundamentals of sales and marketing and how we can use them to win in the world of politics, teaching you how to meet people where they're at on the issues they care about. Welcome to The Brian Nichols Show.
Well, happy Thursday there, folks. Brian Nichols here on The Brian Nichols Show, and thank you for joining us on, of course, another fun-filled episode. I am, as always, your humble host for today. It's you and me. Yeah, that's right. It's one-on-one, and we're going to be talking about why you need to learn basic sales skills, even if you're not in sales. But first, I want to give a shout out to today's sponsor, and that is the Expat Money Show. Protect the money you worked so hard to earn from ambulance chasing lawyers. That's right, nefarious creditors and greedy, unjust governments. Head to briannicholsshow.com/expat, where you can not only check out the Expat Money Show, but also you can check out the Expat Money Summit taking place November 7th through November 11th. It is a free summit. But in the meantime, you can go ahead and check out the Expat Money Show, where you'll join our great friend, Mikkel Thorpe, who he says, quote, "I help people just like you to invest internationally, secure second passports and residencies, eliminate your tax bill, and take advantage of offshore structures so you can travel the world freely and never have to worry about money again." Again, one more time, briannicholsshow.com/expat. All right, folks. So, it's going to be you and me one-on-one today, because I want to talk about the fact, and I get this question quite a bit. It's Brian, well, why do I need to learn sales, right? Like I'm not in sales. It's not anything that I really care about. Maybe I'm in an engineering role. Maybe I'm not even facing people. Why do I need to concern myself with learning the basics of sales? And if I had a dollar for every time I had someone tell me that not only, that question of why should I learn, but also that they hate sales, well, frankly, I wouldn't be in sales anymore, if we're going to be real. And I'll be, completely transparent behind the curtain. I have friends that are in the STEM fields, and nearly all of them have some sense of, it's usually some moral superiority, because they're doing something with the, quote, hard sciences, and then they laugh at the idea of doing something with a sales career. And they don't get the reason why it's so important to learn sales. And then it's my turn to laugh, because regardless of their perception, and frankly, this is important for you to hear if you don't think that sales is important for you, but you too are a sales pro. Well, maybe you're not a pro yet, but you can be. But you are in the business of sales. You just don't know it yet, or you're refusing to accept it. Because you see, and we've talked about this many times here on the program, everything, and I mean everything, in life is sales. So what are we selling? Well, let's think. You could either be selling yourself, an idea, a service. The list goes on. Even your best doctors, they have to sell themselves. I mean, after all, how would you know if they were not the best doctor were it not for truly a type of sales? Sales is nothing more than institutionalizing a means to objectively measure who can and who cannot bring value to people better than their competition. Point blank. There are, in fact, winners and losers. And a lot of folks in life avoid sales in general because they haven't learned the basics and how to be effective and persuasive in terms of communication, messaging that can help create value and solve problems for the people that they're supposed to be helping. So if they ever get stuck in a situation where they have to sell against someone who is maybe offering a similar service or a similar solution, I can almost guarantee they're going to lose. Now, I'm not saying this to make fun of my friends in those fields, nor am I saying it to make you feel bad if you yourself aren't exactly attuned with the different sales skills you'll need. And as a matter of fact, the careers that you are likely a part of and the fact that you haven't had the chance to learn sales skills is likely due to because you're focusing on these very important roles that are helping us as a society move forward, be it in the STEM fields or elsewhere. But the ideas and skills that you bring to the table, frankly, won't matter if other people don't see the value you're bringing to the table as well. Stop running away from reality and embrace it. Everything is sales, literally. So it's why I do the one-on-one coaching to help you be a better sales pro. It's why I coach business owners to help them get their businesses to have better sales organizations, whether it's their sales development teams or their sales teams in general. And it's why I do what I do here for the Liberty Movement, because we too often talk about our ideas and how great they are, but we never really do a good job connecting it to your average person, making it real. Selling is simple when you know what you're trying to accomplish. What's the end goal? But first, it comes with you acknowledging that, yeah, everything in life is in fact sales. All right, folks, that's all I'm going to have for you for today. If you enjoyed today's episode, well, please do me a favor, go ahead and give it a share. And by the way, if you didn't catch that earlier, yeah, I do individual coaching for sales. So if you're looking to get your sales acumen up and going, or you're starting out the very basics, or you're a seasoned sales pro and you're looking to take extra steps going forward, email me, brian@briannicholsshow.com for a one-on-one, or you can head to briannicholsshow.com. Click the little, it's a little like an icon there for the email, and it will email me right there. It'll show up in my inbox regardless. So if you're interested, brian@briannicholsshow.com. And also, if you want to go ahead and support an amazing new sponsor, I'm excited for this sponsor, by the way. Okay, for those of you who are not aware, I don't drink anymore. So this sponsor might seem a little strange for those of you who are aware of that, but we do have a new sponsor, and it is the Blood of Tyrants wine from our good friend, Dan Berman. And here, I'm actually going to go ahead and share my screen here because I have this website brought up, because it's a pretty awesome website. So if you go to Blood of Tyrants, bloodoftyrants.wine, there we go. You can discover the taste of freedom. Blood of Tyrants is a great libertarian-oriented company, and it is, again, our good friend Dan Berman. He sent me this bottle, by the way, for those of you who are looking there on the YouTube version. I have my own bottle. I'm not going to drink it, but I will make sure that I use it for showing you folks the beauty that it is, the Blood of Tyrants wine. But no, if you want to go ahead and get your own bottle, head to briannicholsshow.com/wine, and you use a code TBNS at checkout, and you will get, I think it was 10% off, 5% off. I got to double check there with Dan, but you will get a discount at checkout. So one more time, briannicholsshow.com/wine. Now, again, I don't say the fact that I'm not going to have a drink to make it sound like it's not good, because I've heard nothing but good things. I actually seen nothing but good things. You can check out some awesome reviews. And by the way, I did let my wife know that we are going to have a bottle or two to check out as well for her. So I'll let you know what her thoughts are. But with that being said, please go ahead and support this organization, especially if you want to go ahead and get some good wine and also support a libertarian company. Why not? Blood of Tyrants. And by the way, yeah, it's one of those things that you can use for a great gift. I'm not sure if you guys are aware, Christmas is 6 months away. So it is time to start preparing for the holiday season. And as you can see here, it is great discounts. The more bottles you buy, the more you save. Please head to briannicholsshow.com/wine and support our libertarian partners today. But with that being said, folks, that's all I have for you. I know it's going to be a shorter episode. I hope you enjoyed that. And by the way, if you thought that this is a conversation that folks need to hear, not only in the Liberty Movement, but also beyond the Liberty Movement in the sales world, please do me a favor and go ahead and share today's episode. And when you do, don't worry about the sirens. They're not coming for me. But when you do, go ahead and give me a tag at B Nichols Liberty. And oh, by the way, folks, did you check out the awesome episode that we had there yesterday? No, here, one more time. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen one more time. You know, the fact that we have the YouTube, by the way, if you're on the audio version of the program, you're missing so much of the show, because we do have a YouTube channel that you can go ahead and check out. And it's over, if you go to briannicholsshow.com, not only will you find the episode for the audio version, but you'll also find the links to the Brian Nichols Show YouTube channel. And here we go. I'll go ahead and share my screen here. Now, yesterday I did an episode where we talked about Governor Jared Polis. And no, he is no moderate, according to libertarian / conservative leaning author James Schaefer, who actually, ironically enough, was just over on the Expat Money Show. So go ahead and give that show, again, a subscribe. But also, you can go ahead and check out my overview of his article over on Newsweek, where he said, don't be fooled. Colorado Governor Jared Polis is no moderate or libertarian. Again, you can check that over on YouTube. And for you YouTube listener, or watcher that is, I will not only include that video for you right here below me on the screen, but I will also make sure for the audio listener, I will include all those links for you in the show notes. And by the way, when you get over to YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button and little bell so you don't miss a single episode here of the program. But with that being said, thank you for joining us on today's episode. I'm Brian Nichols signing off. Until we see you tomorrow. Talk to you then.
For listening to The Brian Nichols Show. Find more episodes at briannicholsshow.com.